Welcome to the channel. I've got another rope bowl video for you. This one I made for my kitchen and I just can't wait to share how easy this process is. So I picked up a 3/16 by 100 foot cotton rope from Walmart. I also picked up some acrylic paint, white. I've got my big bowl. I'm going to just pour the paint right into some water that's in the bottom of the bowl. If you've watched all of my other rope bowl videos, you see how easy this is. We're using the paint to dye the rope. So I'm just going to stir this. Then I'm going to take my rope and unravel it and go ahead and put it in that bowl of paint. Now make sure you take your rings off when you're going to be dipping your rope in the paint. You don't want paint all in your rings, but it's a very simple process. You just put the rope in the bowl and you just swish it around and you turn it over and over. Work it with your hands until the entire rope is coated with the paint. Now I wanted my rope to be just a little bit wider than it is, so I'm just going to add paint right on top of the rope and I'm going to work it in with my hands. So I'm adding white right on top of the rope and I just want a deeper white color, so that's what I'm doing here. Then I'm going to work that with my hands just like you would be kneading bread. You just work that in with your hands until it is completely covered. Now I'll let this sit in that paint for about 30 minutes to an hour until it's absorbed as much as it possibly can, and then I spread it out on a trash bag. And if you're in a big hurry, you could put a fan on this and it will dry rather quickly. So once the rope is colored with the paint, I start that process of starting to coil it and then I zigzag around and start building my base. Now once I get the desired width of the bottom, I lift it up and this is where you get your curve. Just zigzagging the two pieces of rope together, you hold it up and it will start to make a bowl. Now when I got almost to the end of my rope, I wanted something a little bit different. So I came up with this idea, some scallops, and I'm going to be running ribbon through that. So I pinned in place the rope and I will sew the parts that are touching the bowl. Now I got to go back and trim off some of those threads that are loose, but you can see it. This is where I'm going to be sewing, zigzagging. Then I'll leave it open and then I'm going to go back around 4 more times. So you see what a nice scalloped edge that gave to the bowl. Now this is the fun part. I found these paper napkins on Amazon. They're a blue floral. They're very pretty. They're 2-ply. And I'm using the matte finish Mod Podge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out these roses and then I'm going to Mod Podge them right onto the bowl. Now I found it best, the easiest way is to put a little bit of Mod Podge on the bowl first and then put the paper napkin onto the glue. If you put your paintbrush on this very fragile napkin, tissue napkin that we've pulled apart, so we've got one of the layers off, it does tend to come apart. So I put the Mod Podge on first and very carefully pushed it down with my finger, and then just took the brush and went over it with the Mod Podge. Now you do not see the white tissue, so you don't have to be exact cutting that out. You just cut around it and it disappears into the bowl. And it's that easy. So I placed all of my roses on the bowl, and then once it dried, I went back with the paintbrush and did another coat. And you can see I've got all my roses placed on the bowl the way I wanted them. And now I'm going to just turn this upside down and coat the whole thing one more time in that matte finish Mod Podge. Now this makes the bowl very sturdy and strong. That extra coat really makes it stiff. So that's just a process that I like to do with this. Now you can use any kind of paper napkins or tissue paper. It works great. And then you're just going to cover everything with one more coat of Mod Podge. Then I turned it over and did another coat on the inside of the bowl. Now once the bowl was completely dry, I had some velvet navy blue ribbon that I really wanted to use for this project, and you can see I'm just going over and under through those scalloped holes that I made in the bowl, and I think that really adds a nice touch to it. Very easy to do. Now you could do this in so many different ways, so many different colors, but this is what I did, and I think it really looks nice. Now to finish it off, I just took my glue gun and I glued the two pieces to the bowl and ended it that way. Now I did make a rose flower out of the ribbon, but it just didn't look right. It looked too gawky, so I left that off. And I tried to tie a bow and that didn't work, but I ended up just putting the ribbon around the entire rope bowl without adding any additional pieces. I just hot glued it together. So here is the finished product. I think the navy blue velvet ribbon just really sets it apart, makes it look really pretty. This is going to be gorgeous in my kitchen. I do my kitchen most of the year in blue and white, and that's why I picked this design, because I think it's going to look really pretty in there, and I'll show you that in February. But it's a very easy process. Just needs a clothesline rope, some Mod Podge, and some floral napkins. Now you could do this for Mother's Day, do red roses or pink roses and a pink or red ribbon, but this is going to go well in my kitchen. I can't wait to show you all that. But anyway, I have several more rope bowl videos. These are my biggest viewed videos, is my rope bowls, believe it or not. That's the one that really gets the views. So those of you rope bowl people that love this, let me know in the comments what you think of this process. Look in the description box for all of the other rope bowls that I've made, but this one was fun. I enjoyed this one. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and also the notification bell, so you can be notified when I've got more videos coming up. So thank you all. Have a very blessed day.